Hello and welcome to this next video on Algebraic Proof. We're going to start with a couple of notes and then we're going to go through two examples, 1 and 2. And we're going to start off with the notes and then we're going to do these two. That's the plan. If when we get to the examples, I would say before I start going through, pause, have a go, see if you know how to do it, and then play for my answer. Okay, the first one really easy, second one a bit easier, not that hard. So let's start. So odd numbers are in the form of 2n plus 1. Even numbers are in the form 2n. Now I can prove that by saying, well, if n is 1, well 2 times 1 is 2. So 2 lots of 1. 2 is an even number. Whereas if instead that n was still 1, but I put it into this one, well I can say 2 times 1 is 2, and then add the 1 which is 3. And that is an odd number. Okay? So, this says, to prove that something is divisible by a number, divide by that number. So if I have something that is 9n, I want to prove that it's divisible by 9, I can say that 9n over 9 equals n. So it's divisible by 9. To prove that something is a multiple of a number, factor out that number out of the expression, which we will get to in a moment for that question up there. Consecutive numbers are numbers that appear one after the other, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We also have 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. They're all consecutive numbers. So when we look at these questions, we're always going to start by expanding out any brackets. Now, expanding brackets we did look at a little bit on the completing the square video. So, I'm not going to pick that one because that's the one we'll do in a minute. So we'll do n plus 5. Okay? Now, you can do your FOIL method, or you can do your little smiley face method. Any method you choose, and we'll get n squared plus 5n plus 2n plus 10, which is n squared plus 7n plus 10. Okay? Expanding brackets. You should know how to do them by now. Okay? That's expanding brackets. There's your notes. And now we're going to look at a couple of questions. Let's have a look. First one. Prove that n plus 2 bracket n plus 3 bracket close the bracket off plus n plus 3 is a square number. Okay. Well, the first bit of this is we need to expand this bracket out. So n plus 2 bracket n plus 3. I always like rewriting this when I start answering any questions. So I can expand that out. Well, first of all, you should realise that this is n squared plus 5n plus 6. If you've done questions enough times, you should be able to realise patterns. So I could replace the n with x, and then you got expanded out double brackets. And then, don't forget, I've still got, that's now expanded, but I've still got this plus n plus 3. Now, when I add these together, what we're going to get? We're going to get n squared plus 6n plus 9. Okay? Now, how do we essentially know that this is now a square number? Well, let's find out. Alright, have you worked it out? Yeah. We've got a quadratic. Now, whenever you see a quadratic, you know you need to be putting it into double brackets. So this is going to be n plus 3 and n plus 3. However, this can be simplified even further, because this is just the same as saying n plus 3 to the power of 2. Because this is n plus 3 times n plus 3, which is the same as this. Therefore, n plus 2, n plus 3, plus n plus 3 is a square number. Okay? I've never seen that symbol before, that just means therefore. The 3 dots. If you write it like that, then this just means because. Okay? Now, the second one. Prove that the product of 2 even numbers is even. Well, what do we know what an even number? Well, we know an even number is 2n. Always. This does never change. Think of your own puns for that one. Okay? So, the product of 2 even numbers, well, that is just the same as saying 2n times 2n, surely. Or 2n times 2n. The product of 2 even numbers is even. Well, 2n times 2n is 4n squared. Is this still an even number? Figure it out. So you should work out now that this is actually even, because what you can do is you can factor out 2 and get 2n squared. And because it's a factor of 2, and we know that even numbers are in the format of 2n, we can say, therefore, 2 even numbers multiplied together equals an even bar. Okay. There you go. There you have it. That is algebraic proof. Everything we've covered in there is exactly what you need to know at GCSE. Okay, at A level, we need to look at proof by exhaustion and proof by induction. But they're way later on. And actually, they're pretty easy, because I think these are easier than the algebraic proof, personally. But we'll look at that in another video. Alright? And we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.